The second trailer for 28 Years Later is just as glorious as trailer 1, but did you notice the hidden message? Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be trying to do a trailer breakdown for this trailer 2 for 28 Years Later. Sorry I'm a little bit late here. I'm just back from Spain. I wanted to get it out yesterday, but I just couldn't because I was in a different country. But the trailer 2, I watched it a few times and it's, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's just as good as trailer 1. You've got that really good tune throughout the trailer. It gives it a kind of gritty feeling to it. And also something that I noticed in this trailer is it's almost giving you the same things that we saw in trailer 1. I don't think there's much different. We see a little bit different angles from some of the scenes that we saw in the first trailer, but apart from that, there's not much else that's different. We get that same military group at the beginning of the trailer that we get throughout the trailer in the first trailer, and I think this little guy here might be one of the main characters in terms of this military group. I think he might survive this onslaught from what looks to be like the leader of the infected in this scene. He might get away at this scene, he might die later on, but I think he's going to be quite important throughout this film. It is quite clear that whoever this infected zombie is going to be the leader throughout the entire movie. Whether he dies officially at the end of this chapter, who knows, but he's definitely looking like he is the main one because we do see him throughout this trailer. We get what we saw in the first trailer where we see the little village where people are settled, sort of like The Walking Dead, where they're trying to live their life, and from what we gathered in the first trailer, kind of confirms what we see in trailer 2, where you've got this guy played by Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and he goes out with someone that looks to be his son, and he goes out hunting. It seems that they live on this little island and they've ran out of resources, so they must go to the mainland to collect food and water. So I think that he thinks that he's ready. He thinks his son is ready to go out with them to go hunting, but they must bear in mind that there are the infected on the mainland and they've kept the infected off of this little island so that they're safe. We do hear Ralph Fiennes throughout this trailer as well, so he's obviously, well, when I say obvious, it seems like he's living on the mainland, and if he's living on the mainland, this is what he's talking about, where you see all these bodies lying on the grass. I don't think they bury their dead just in case they come back up, but it looks like they maybe burn them, take the bones and take the bones to the bone temple. Here's what I'm talking about. We see the same scenes that we did in trailer 1, whereas we just see different angles of it. You see the parents here, they're all infected. They'll probably kill most of, if not all of the children in that scene. I do love the look of the infected in this because they look exactly like they did in 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. So even though this is set 28 years later, they've still got the same look about them. They're still the same type of infected. It looks like we've got a close-knit community. This little boy, he's obviously got some friends as well. Maybe the other kids are teasing him because it's his first trip out and hopefully it will be a successful one. I don't know who these guys are to the right, but I'm assuming that they're the leaders of this little community. I'm not sure if Cillian Murphy's character Jim is going to be part of this community or another community, but it looks like these people here to the right are the ones that you have to go to for permission to do things, and that's what Aaron Taylor-Johnson's doing right here. He's taking his son, I'm assuming it's his son, to these people to say, we want to go out hunting, this is going to be his first time, is it okay for me to take him out? And of course, they'll either say yes or no. Regardless of what they say, he takes him out. Here's a sneak peek of what looks to be the Jimmy gang. We'll discuss that later on, not in this video, but maybe later on after the movie comes out, because I did mention that the Jimmy Savile gang is probably going to feature in this one, possibly in the next movie, and this looks to be like a sneak peek of the Jimmy Savile gang. A lot of people think that I'm talking rubbish, but I assure you, they are part of this movie. And you can see the little symbol here. Now I'm going to show you all the symbols because it looks to be like a hidden message, not in the movie, but a hidden message to us, the audience, and I can't decipher it. So if you can, please do so. To get to and from the mainland, from the island that they're living on, this is the causeway that they have to go through to get there. And we do see some of the causeway at night time in this trailer, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because it seems that the military maybe want to get on here or off here, I don't know, but there's a lot of firing going on during the night time that we'll get onto. So you can see here the little pink island here is Holy Island, that's where they're living. And if you go in another frame, you will see the mainland, which is here. And you can see that Causeway, it looks like they have to use the Causeway to get to the mainland. So it's showing us how they get to and from there. So you can see that there's more military guys here. It looks like they're at maybe the Causeway, I don't know, it's hard to see, but you can see they're getting attacked by the infected. So I think that the military will play a big role in this movie. I don't think they're just going to be secluded to that one scene with that young kid that I think is going to be one of the main ones in the military. I think they will play out a little bit further into the movie. This shot of the military guy here, you see it says NATO on the side, so they're obviously not just a little tiny unit, they're NATO basically. So we're still unsure what Jodie Comer's character and Ralph Fiennes' character are going to bring to this movie. I feel like they're going to be main characters, so I don't know if they're going to be main characters for definite in this one or in the next movie. There's just something about those characters that I'm not quite liking, not in a bad way, but there's something about them that seems a little bit fishy because of what Ralph Fiennes says in the trailer. It seems like he likes the idea of death. I'm not sure if I'm picking that up wrong, but maybe he wants people to die so he can take over the Bone Temple. I've absolutely no idea. That one's still a little bit strange to me. I do have a funny feeling that when Aaron Taylor-Johnson takes his son out for his first hike, I think they feel like it's a successful one, because here it looks like they're back, they're celebrating what they brought back with them. If they brought back anything, I don't know, but I feel like they brought an infection with them or an infected with them and they don't know it yet, and that's how this little island gets taken over. Some of the imagery in this one where you can see the night vision of the infected just looking at someone, that's haunting. There's one of the scenes with the Causeway. It looks like the water's coming up. I think that's what happens with the Causeways. The waters come up at some point during the day and then they go back down at another point during the day or nighttime. Don't know if that's bats or whatever, but it looks like they're getting chased across the Causeway. Something's after them, so I don't know if they're trying to get off the island or on the island. There's the famous zombie that everyone thought was Cillian Murphy's character. Not Cillian Murphy, but Cillian Murphy's character Jim. At some moment in time, I thought it was Jim, not Cillian Murphy, someone playing Jim. And of course it isn't. And then after that, guys, it just seems to be more of the same that we saw in trailer 1. Just like I said, cut moments from the same scenes that we got in trailer 1. At first I thought I would be disappointed in that, but I actually like that idea because we're seeing the same scenes. There's nothing new that they're giving us, but we're still feel more excited about it because I think this trailer just amps those scenes up a little bit more. And then we've got the end scene with the priest. I think he seems like a little bit of a religious nut. He wants to accept what's happening. Maybe he likes the idea of the world getting taken over. Don't know what his plan was, but he was obviously bitten and infected. I don't know if he gets killed or he joins the infected in this rampage. And then that's it. I do believe and I hope that this is the last trailer that we get for 28 years later. Although the two trailers are very similar, like I've said before, I feel like we've seen enough to be excited by it. From what we've seen in trailer 1 and trailer 2, I genuinely believe, guys, that regardless of the rating, whether it's a rating R or whatever, I believe that this could be potentially an up to a $500 million movie, worldwide of course. It's got that potential because of how popular the first trailer was, how popular this second trailer looks to be. I feel like this might be a movie that could break that $500 million box office. But what are your thoughts on this trailer, guys? Did you feel it was similar to the first one? Did you feel like you got any more information from trailer 2 than you did for trailer 1? The only thing I noticed that was completely different was that hidden message. It's definitely a hidden message for us, the audience. How to decipher it, I don't know. Maybe somebody already has done that already because I'm very late to the trailer breakdown. But if you know the decipher message in that trailer, guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played in the cat?
Someone's in the back! Stay